been doing this for the last 7 years, right? Since 2012. I started in January of 2012. Yeah, 12. I had my surgery in September. So I did a lot of personal trying to get ready for this mental reset, for this so-called surgery of the lap band that I was going to have. I wanted to get it right. I wanted to fix myself. I wanted to use this opportunity for a new restart, right? Because I needed it. Yes, I did. So if you look back on my videos, some will say, well, she wasn't really that obese. Yeah, I was on the smaller spectrum of obesity, right? But what you don't know is I'm a little person, right? I'm not a big, tall, big boned, gigantic body, bones. I'm small. I'm a small, petite woman, okay? I'm not big boned. Underneath all the layers of adipose tissue that I've accumulated throughout my life. I'm 57, going to be 58. No, I'm 58, going to be 59. You lose count. So anyway, I started out obese in my mind because if I didn't, I wouldn't have had the surgery, right? So I started out like that. People said, oh, you look great. I look great? Maybe to you, but when I eventually looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I saw. So luckily, I had a weight loss surgery that I was able to start to make my transition out of the situation that I was in. I was in a hormonal shitstorm. I was in an obesity shitstorm. And I was ready to go into a medical emergency at 52 years old, right? Ready to go on that merry-go-round, that medical merry-go-round that so many people are on, and they can't get off. They get on toxic medications, prescription medications, medical procedures that harm your body. And guess what? With abundance of adipose tissue, what happens to women, right? Our estrogen rises, our cells start dividing wildly, right? We start to go into a metabolic weird thing. We start getting diabetes, high blood pressure, all these things, which is caused by what? Obesity, right? They say, wait till you're really fat. Wait till you're really fat, and then we're going to fix you. They're going to fix you. No, you have to fix yourself. They will give you the tool, which is weight loss surgery. They might give you some guidelines, and you have to sort those guidelines out because every doctor that you go to will give you their own dogma. Every dietitian, registered dietitian that you go to will give their own dogma, right? So you got to sort that all out, and you have to apply it to your metabolic genetics, your lifestyle, right? And your mental capacity to sort this all out so you can apply it to your personal life, right? And then whoever supports you in your life has to be on your team, right? So all these things have to be in line for you to be successful. Now, maybe you're on your path and you have a great counselor that can help you with this. Or maybe you're walking this path alone. So I was lucky. 12 months, 13 months, somewhere around there, I was down to my normal. I'm pretty proud of that. No plastic surgery, no liposuction. I had gigantic legs, swollen legs, filled with cellulite, filled with adipose tissue. Look at those knock knees. Now, my knees are genetic from my mother, unfortunately. I have legs that are not like athletes. I've been exercising. I've been trying to change those legs. They won't be changed without a liposuction or a thigh lift, unfortunately. I'm left with ugly knees, a lot of gravity that pulls things down in middle age. I'm closer to 60 now. Everything is falling. That's life. We can't stay beautiful forever. So, that's my body. Take my clothes off, strip me down naked. I don't look so good. But with clothes on, I look okay. Now, I have lymphedema, if you could see the difference in my legs. I have lymphedema in my right leg. So you can see it's starting there. Do you know how many years it took me to the doctors to listen? No. Because they don't know anything about lymphedema. That's a big secret. Lymphedema is a big secret. Peripheral vascular disease, diabetic ulcers, and that is a whole can of worms that I don't even want to open. I worked in cardiology. I've seen a lot of problems post-op. What is that? Cabbage, coronary artery bypass. I've seen a lot of, when they take out that artery, I forget the name of that big artery. Take it out of the leg or they take it out of the mammary gland. You're left with a big deal. But I was a normal kid. But my legs were swollen, right? They weren't filled with muscle. They were filled with fat, right? That is called a lymphatic impairment. Do you know how many doctors I had to go to get some answers? They told me I was crazy. They told me I needed mental health therapy, that these legs, I even went to a orthopedics. They said, those knees are normal. Do you know how much pain I was in? I had an inflammation shitstorm going on in my body, and nobody could help me. No medical doctors, no bariatric surgeons, no dietitians, nobody. I even went to an endocrinologist. I went to every medical doctor to help me, and nobody could help me. I had to heal myself. Well, it was a combination of things, right? All the stuff that I was doing to try to get me what? To get me skinny again. It's my lowest. Do you know what I had to do to get to that lowest weight? It's on my videos. You can go back and analyze them. I got to 147 and I couldn't hold it there. A 15% body fat. I was happy, right? I was happy. Couldn't hold it there though. You talk about a MF, right? Spending all that money for bariatric surgery, all that psychological warfare to not eat. To not eat what? Dangerous foods. And I suddenly realized, I said, oh my God, how am I going to do this for the rest of my life? How am I going to hold this here? The place that I want to be, right? From this to this, right? How do you hold it there? To not go back to this, because your set point is going to want to bring you back to this, right? Inflammation set in. My cortisol was through the roof. My homocysteine level was triple digits. Maybe I had burned out my adrenals. But see, this is in the nature, the natural world. The adrenals, they talk about the adrenal glands that sit above the kidneys. In the medical terms, they call that an Addison disease that President Kennedy had. Sometimes it's regulating the PTH hormone. All these things get out of whack, your hormonal imbalance. Who knows? But I'm healing. Why? How am I healing? You know, inflammation. Inflammation went through my body. Inflammation. Look at that. Swollen. I used dry brushing, lymphatic massage. I learned how to do lymphatic massage. I had to wrap my legs. Finally, I went to a lymphatic specialist, and I had to have these wraps put on my legs. But once you damage your lymphatics, and I think I damaged it in triathlon, yeah. So now I'm healing. I'm healing my adrenals. I'm healing my mental health. I'm healing my cortisol. I've been doing this since I got laid off in January of 2017. I'm living my Zen life, right? Yeah, I've had some emotional upset in my marriage. I'm going through a little bit of a relationship, marriage, thunderstorm, but I'm trying to work through that. If you go on my other channel, and I'm going to link it, it's called Reinventing My Life. And if you really want to know the story, that'll get you. I don't tell it too much here. So anyway, what am I doing? Well, I am painting rocks. I am painting angels. I like to paint, right? I like to do crafty stuff, and I'm painting birdhouses. I'm painting these kind of birdhouses, and I'm going up to see my daughter. She loves gray. Her kitchen is gray, and the baby, I'm going to have her put this out in the backyard, and she can teach them about the birds. And they make a nest, and she'll put food down there in the spring and have the mother, and she can explain how the mother bird goes and builds the nest. He's only going to be 2 years old, but I think it's cute. And this little kitty birdhouse that I made from birdhouses for my 2 gardens. I'm repurposing I'm making her this is a picnic box, so that when they go on a picnic, and I'm going to put on the saying, the branches on the tree are different, and we grow in different directions, but our roots remain as one. And that's what I'm going to put on the top. And then I'm going to put all their names, and mine and Joe's name, my husband. And then I'm repurposing this for her kitchen. And yeah, and this actually, I'm repurposing this for a friend. And yeah, so I paint rocks, and then what I'm doing is I got this little box and for her kitchen. And then when I was in Florida, I found these really, really nice pieces of coral. I think it was textured and thought it was really, really nice. So I'm going to put that on top and a couple shells and a couple pieces of coral and this pretty shell. So I'm going to put that. I'm going to put this on top of this box and make it maybe for her bathroom, so she can, if she, or her bedroom or whatever. It's kind of pretty. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I have to go down and start. Yesterday was President's Day. I couldn't get into my storage. We have a mold problem. That's what I put on my video. So that's a big issue. It's an environment issue. It's a medical issue. So I have to get all with a mask, gloves, spacesuit on, and go in this place and get my belongings out of the storage place today, or start, because the industrial cleaners are going to come in and spray the toxic fumes down in the storage area to clear all the black mold or whatever it's down there, and that's an environmental concern for me. Nothing I can do about it, but hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be leaving out of this place. So thank you very much. Give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe to my channel for new content, or visit my Reinventing My Life, which I'll post a card, and for more content. Thank you and have a good day.